The mighty Rocky Mountains meet the expanse of the Canadian prairie plains in the province of Alberta. Here in wild rose country, the traditional Canadian spirit of independence and freedom hits its crescendo, carved from the wilderness, in a land where nature and industry are intertwined. On the western border, near British Columbia, the world-renowned ski resorts of Banff and Lake Louise are nestled into Banff National Park in the Rockies. These mountain towns are 45 minutes drive apart, and the local weather station reports that they fall into the subarctic continental climate zone, with long, cold, chilly springs and falls, and warm, short summers, so every season is ideal to hop on one of the natural hot springs that dot the national park. Now traveling north along the crest of the Rocky Mountain Range, we pass the majesty of Jasper National Park, a subarctic continental park right on the cusp of warm summer continental, with September's just a touch too cold for that zone. If you hop into the crisp waters of the Smoky River in Jasper National Park, you can swim all the way to the Arctic Ocean, though Climate Time wouldn't recommend this in winter. On the way, we stop at the oil and gas city of Grande Prairie. It gets very chilly here in northern Alberta, and the Rockies bring gusts of wind to the Swan City. Fortunately, due to the city's position on the foothills of the Rocky Mountains, these gusts sometimes bring warm Chinook winds to relieve the cold, dark winters and help to make the city one of the most moderate in northern Alberta, with subarctic continental climate right on the border with a warm summer continental climate. To the northeast, we come to the city of Fort McMurray in the Athabasca oil sands, at the heart of Canada's oil industry and an economic engine for the country. Much further away than Grande Prairie from the warming effects of the Chinook winds, Fort McMurray experiences a January average of -17 degrees Celsius and lands squarely in the subarctic continental climate zone. 450 kilometers south is the provincial capital of Edmonton, known as Canada's Festival City. But I wouldn't be too keen to attend any festivals during Edmonton's cold, dry winter months. This city does enjoy a warmer summer than the others we've seen so far, with 18 degrees Celsius city center averages in July, helping to give Edmonton a warm summer continental climate. Heading south on Alberta Highway 2, we pass the city of Red Deer, whose climate is very similar to Edmonton's year round. Then we arrive in the city of Calgary, home to the Calgary Stampede, where Albertans and foreigners alike enjoy the warm summers while clinging to the back of a bucking bull after one too many swigs of Canadian rye. The Chinook winds over the Rockies are much more pronounced here than in northern Alberta, and winter days can be transformed by 20 and even 30-degree swings in Celsius temperature. Most of the city has a warm summer continental climate, while the southwestern fringes are slightly colder and have wetter summers, moving the area into subarctic continental dry winter. South of Calgary, the city of Lethbridge sits close to the American border and the state of Montana. This windy city has among the warmest winters in the province, with average temperatures slightly above Calgary's in all months, and monthly highs above zero throughout the year. While Alberta is generally a dry province, Lethbridge is particularly so, placing it in the cold semi-arid climate zone typical of the Canadian prairie. East, moving into the core of the prairies, conditions dry further, and the city of Medicine Hat is one of the driest in Alberta, with a cold semi-arid climate. It is also one of the sunniest in Canada. With 20 degrees Celsius averages in July, Medicine Hat has the hottest summers we've seen in Alberta. Just don't get distracted by the warm, dry, sunny days and wander too far north into Dinosaur Valley, or you might be breakfast for a mighty Albertosaurus. With that, subscribe to Climate Time and join the world tour